Hi, my name is Kami, and I'm going to be talking about mental health, explaining why I take it so serious, and just talking about my story. So my story starts in 7th grade. I had just moved to Atlanta from Detroit, and automatically that move was literally a slap in the face. I knew that I was different. Like, even just looking at those kids, I just felt like I did not belong there, especially with the fact that they were rich. They had a lot of money, and I was poor. I grew up in Southwest Detroit. On top of that, they were mean. They were really mean. They were the typical middle school kids, but I would say maybe 10 times worse. Because back in my old school, the kids were really nice. It seemed like I had all the friends in the world, and I was extremely social, and I was just the complete opposite right after I moved. I also didn't want to talk about my feelings because middle school kids made it seem like being depressed was emo or just being a flat out loser, and I did not want to be anything of the sort. So those stigmas were etched in my mind for a few years until I finally let all of my feelings out. Like, I just could not hold it in anymore. I had finally opened up in 11th grade. I was at rock bottom by that time. Like, you can literally see in my face that something was wrong, because depression really does just rot inside of you, and you will start rotting from the inside out. But luckily, I had a great support system. My family was there for me, and they even shared their own mental health stories. And I realized that everyone goes through stuff, and it's up to them whether or not they want to talk about it. I realized that having feelings is just being a human. Just like it's normal to be happy, it's normal to be sad, because you're a human. It took some work to break out of my old habits and just rewire my mind completely. I finally talked to a therapist, and I was dreading doing that because everyone made it seem like talking to a therapist makes you crazy, which it doesn't. It really doesn't. So yeah, it is okay not to be okay, and there are resources out there to help guide you through this journey. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Some things I like to do to maintain my mental health is journal, talk to someone I trust like my mom, or play with my dog. I highly recommend getting an emotional support animal. If you're a minimalist, I recommend a cat. They take care of themselves, but they're loving, especially if you get a clingy cat. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much to my classmate for inviting me to do this. You rock, girl. Have a great day, and remember, you are loved.